A wise man once said, "Never interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake." And today, we're gonna talk about one of the greatest empires in history, the Roman Empire. Okay, so the Roman Empire is one of the most popular topics in all of human history. Everyone knows that Rome was an amazing place and that its culture spread throughout Europe, North Africa, and even parts of the Middle East. But what if I told you there was a place that was just as powerful but gets barely any attention? Welcome to Persia, the land of the Medes and Persians. Today's video is going to be a comparison between the Persian Empire and the Roman Empire. These two empires were similar in many ways, especially when it came to their love of war. Both empires had professional standing armies. Both were excellent at logistics, and both empires conquered almost all of the land around them. They both also had professional bureaucracies to help run their vast empires. They both heavily relied on trade to make money. And finally, both empires were incredibly wealthy. Rome was a republic for most of its early history, while Persia was ruled by kings. Both empires had a senate, but that's about where the similarities end. Rome was founded in 753 BCE and reached its peak in the 2nd century CE. The Persian Empire, on the other hand, started much later, not reaching its peak until the 6th century BCE. Rome was located in a region with very few large natural barriers, while Persia was located in a region with lots of natural barriers. This led to Rome being invaded many times throughout its history, while the Persians only had to deal with a couple of nomadic invasions. Rome was also a dictatorship for much of its later history, while Persia was still ruled by kings. Finally, Rome was a Christian empire by the end of its run, while Persia was a Zoroastrian empire. Persia was founded by the Medes and the Persians, two Iranian peoples who lived in the region of modern-day Iran. Rome was founded by the Romans, a people who migrated to the area around 1000 BCE. Rome would eventually conquer all of Italy and become a republic in 509 BC. Meanwhile, the Persian Empire grew to become the largest empire in the ancient world, stretching from Central Asia all the way to the Mediterranean Sea. Both empires would go on to have many famous rulers, such as Cyrus the Great, Darius I, Xerxes I, Augustus, Nero, Trajan, and Hadrian. Both empires would also go on to build impressive building projects, such as the Colosseum and the Royal Palace of Persepolis. Both empires would eventually collapse due to a combination of economic, social, and political problems. Rome would eventually be sacked by the Visigoths in 410 CE, and their final collapse came in 476 CE, when Romulus Augustulus was deposed by the Germanic general Odoacer. The Sassanid Empire, the last great Persian empire, would collapse in 651 CE after being invaded by the Arab armies of the Caliphate. So which empire was better? Well, that depends on how you look at it. If you value peace and unity, then you'd probably choose Rome. If you value power and wealth, then you'd probably choose Persia. In my opinion, they were both great empires whose accomplishments should not be overshadowed by the other. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, stay tuned. See you next time.